Welcome to Behind the Scenes, a day in the life with a full-time real estate agent. It is 7:30 in the morning and I'm about to go on my walk. I try not to say that word around my dogs because that's when they start jumping up and down. But I actually have to send out a notification to a virtual assistant. I actually decided to hire my old ISA. The last one that I had for about 6 months, she was really good. It's just in terms of cold calling, I had realized if anyone's going to be cold calling, it's me. Like, my sole focus and priority for the business and getting deals is lead generation, and I can't put that in someone else's hands. On my daily morning walk, which really helps with my health, clearing my mind, has been reducing my stress, my anxiety. And what's nice is I know for a fact no one's gonna be bothering me before 9 o'clock. So I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna take advantage. Like, kids go to school, I do my walk. I'm listening to Gary Vee, and I have to say it's so funny. So the Aspire, I don't know if it's called tour event, speaking engagement, whatever it was here in Fort Lauderdale. And it was funny because I saw a lot of the speakers walking along here where I walk on my daily walks. And I remember thinking to myself, telling my husband, I was like, should I go to that Aspire tour or whatever it's called? And he was just like, why would you go? And I thought to myself, you're so right, because number one, I would spend my day, it's obviously not far, 10 minutes drive there, standing around, walking around, sitting in a chair amongst, I don't know, thousands of people, or I don't know how many people actually attend, listen to people speak, and then come back in the evening and then like network and blah, blah, blah. Or I could just cold call, lead generate, work on my business, and then wait till Gary Vee uploads Aspire on YouTube and just listen to it on my walk. So I only say that because I feel like as agents, you kind of start freaking out, like, what do I do? And you start making stuff up, and I'm gonna go to this conference, and I'm gonna spend that money, and this, that, whatever. You have to be very efficient with your time, especially when you get busy. But in order to get busy, you gotta stay focused and try and save as much money as possible. Be smart with your time. Carve out some lead generating time. You know, multitask, like try and do two things in once. So anyways, I'm gonna finish this walk. Just had to share. Got that one sold. Now I need more listings. Thankfully, I'm going on 2 today and 1 tomorrow. For the day, hair, makeup done. I'm actually on my way to get my nails done because I have those 2 appointments. These are outgrown and they're really bothering me when I type. I never used to do my nails. I know you don't care, but when whether you're a man or woman or whatever, if you're pointing at paperwork, the listing agreement, the last thing a homeowner wants to see is like you biting your nails or like dirty nails or whatever. So I'd highly recommend thinking about that. So that's where I'm headed right now, really quick. I was just telling my husband, the stress and anxiety is already eating away at me because I'm running out of business cards. I got to order that. I ran out of flower seeds, or running out, so I got to order that. I forgot to take my handwritten note cards to the mailbox that I normally walk by. And I was like, I don't even have time to drive by a mailbox. So he's going to drop them off for me, thank goodness. So it's just like little stuff that I find so annoying that I don't have time for. And more importantly, don't make time for. Check this out. I got myself a walking pad for the first time. Yes, I have 2 different colored socks. I can't be bothered with matching. Okay? No, don't be judging me. I got back, nails are done. What's really cool is on my way here, I got a text message for my listing appointment that I have for tomorrow, and they just wanted to meet earlier, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna meet with them a little bit earlier. I'm gonna actually walk slowly. Let's see if I can prop this up. I'm gonna walk slowly while I work. So, and actually I'm gonna jump in the Google Meet because my inner circle is on there and they're just gonna kind of work. So it's nice to have like a little support group and we just kind of work together. So I'm gonna do that. I have a virtual appointment or virtual, like just a Q&A with one of you. I had one with one of you yesterday, one today, and then after I finish this, I'm gonna head out because I have those 2 appointments today. Funny thing about me is I feel like I'm always dressed from waist up, and when I say dressed I mean like professionally. So I have like my necklace, the shirt, and then on my bottoms I normally have like sweatpants and like slippers. So every time I have to rush out of the house, I just like quickly change into jeans and heels and like throw on a really fancy belt, and I'm like bye to my husband. But I was just gonna say I'm headed over to my first meeting. This one, I have been following up with them since July for the first time. I'm not sure why, but I kind of feel like taking them flowers. It's just more of a meet greet. I wouldn't recommend necessarily to like be taking things to, you know, when you're breaking the ice or meeting or just saying hello to someone. But I don't know. I was thinking maybe cookies. It's kind of too late for that. So I'm just gonna run into the grocery store, grab a nice bouquet of flowers for the first appointment. All right, I did it. I got the flowers. Woo. Headed over to their place. Update, I left the meeting greeting, which apparently ended up being more of a come list me call, which was a nice surprise. I did not take my paperwork with me, as I want to say maybe when it's like a meet and greet, I don't bring paperwork, but they're ready to go. So I told them not a problem. I have your emails because I had previously, obviously I've been emailing with them. So I said, I have your information. I'll email you everything over. In fact, I'll also email you comps. I'll let you know what I think in terms of price. And on a side note, I just left one of my listings. I had to go change the lockbox code because apparently a buyer agent gave the lockbox code to a buyer, and the seller happened to be there because he was fixing something and was like, hey, there's these buyers in the house without a realtor, which was so annoying. And of course I asked the agent and she completely denied it. So I just went and changed that. I normally show in person, but this one in particular, the seller was like, no, Adela, you're super busy. Just put on a lockbox. Don't worry about it. It's vacant. I trust you. Like, there's no way anything bad's gonna happen, which is so amazing that she trusts not just me but other strangers. But unfortunately with this little mishap, she got very alarmed, very scared. So what I'm going to do, and I don't know if you have this in your markets, but we have what they call Supra, which kind of gives another added layer to security. Buyers can't just go there. You need like a Bluetooth with your phone. So if you happen to be in a market with like lock boxes, I guess, maybe Supra is the way to go. I've never had to do it because I show, but in this case, for safety, I'm actually headed to my association office to go buy a Supra. My second appointment wants to reschedule for next week, which is no big deal because since I'm going to be taking this listing, I'm going to be down the road from him. And it was so amazing because he was like, hey, how is the market doing in my building? I said, well, it's doing great because 2 more units just closed last month. And he had a sigh of relief, like, okay, I haven't missed the mark. So it was kind of nice to talk to him. I told him not a problem. He said, you know, maybe sometime next week. Great. Listen, I've been talking to him since December of 2023. There's no way he's going to list with anyone else. I have such an established relationship, and that's why I highly recommend doing circle prospecting to everyone. LOL, keep watching Adela. That's all we need. Yes, Nancy, thank you. All of you, just go binge watch all my lives. You'll learn so much for free. But you guys have to let me know when you get leads and listings. Can you just like chime in and be like, I got a lead, I got a listing. And it was so crazy. Some, not crazy, but in a good way.
Trying to reach is
You
not
guys
available.
surprised me yesterday with people saying that they propped me up on their side, and it's like we're calling together. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. I never thought about that. In fact, I kind of wish I had that. Just finished doing the live. So many amazing comments and questions from all of you. And it is amazing the results you guys are getting. Some of you are already getting listings. You guys are getting a lead a day. You're already taking action, making your calls, which is amazing. And I always say you're not going to get results unless you're making those calls. So it was really awesome. I now have to do dinner and I still have work. I actually have to prep my comps for tomorrow's morning appointment. And I do have like emails and information and just like stuff to send to clients. So it's gonna be another late night for me. As you can see, it is dark behind me. It is almost 9 o'clock and we had spaghetti for dinner. Now is my time to keep working. I have comps to do, listing agreement to email out, and it's gonna be a little bit of a late night, not 12:30 like the other night, but I definitely have some work to do. And I work basically after my kids go to bed as well. So here I am at my desk. And if you guys want to watch and follow along, make sure to subscribe and make sure to catch me on my lives. I'll see you guys later. Bye.